In this video, I'm going to give you the best way you can make $200 online, make your first money online, no matter how old you are and no matter how much money you currently have. I'm going to break everything down into simple, actionable steps so that you can start taking action and start making your first money online today. But make sure that you guys stick around to the very end of the video because I'm going to show you how you can use AI to automate every single one of the things that you do and have it do all of the work for you. Without further ado, let's get into it. The money-making method that I'm about to give you is absolutely so simple. It actually requires almost zero work. Of course, you're still gonna have to do certain things, but it is the easiest possible way to start making your first money online. Now, the big category of this business model is flipping, but I like to call this little subsection of flipping one that you can start with $0 from your own house and not having to do very much is called household flip. Now, this is exactly what I started with to start making my first couple dollars online. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make your first $200, $300, $400, couple $100 online so that you can take that money, you can reinvest it into another business, you can continue to reinvest and flip more items, you can upgrade your inventory and sell more, all those types of things. But with the money, you're going to be able to use it to do whatever you want. But in doing so, when you're making the money, I'm going to give it to you in a way where you are not really going to be required to do that much work. All you're going to have to do is list some items, find some items, and make the money and collect your payment. It is really that simple. Now, let me break it down for you. So you might be asking me, well, I know about flipping, but what is this household flipping? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, flipping, usually you need some money to start, right? So how can I do it for free and at any age? So the number one thing is this is going to be the only major roadblock that you guys are actually going to have to move past as a younger person, because I started this business model when I was maybe 14 or 15 years old. I continue to do it now. It is a very, very good option on the side just to get yourself a little bit of cash flow passively coming in. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to sit down and you are going to look around your room, look around your house, look around your garage, look around everything that you have, and look for the items that particularly may have a good or decent value, but you don't use it, right? So for me, when I was looking around, I found a couple of toys. I found an Oculus that I'd had put aside for a very long time and hadn't used. A couple of Nintendo Switches nobody had used. They were broken, they were fucked up, no one was using them. Anything that could be worth something, but you're no longer using, that you could honestly probably throw in the trash and it won't make a difference to you. Once you've completed that, once you've found the things, the first roadblock, like I said, is going to be where you sell. So there's a couple of options that you can use when doing household flipping. My number one option was eBay. It's going to require shipping, and the only difference between eBay and the couple of other options that I'm about to give you to start this business is the fact that if you want to start anything on eBay, you need to be 18 or older. The best way to bypass this is because I was able to sell on eBay before I was 18, and I'm not even 18 now, and I continue to sell on eBay. All you need to do is ask for your parents' information. They'll fill out an account for you and they'll make an account. And they may be worried about paying taxes because they're going to have to put their tax ID number, and they will have to pay taxes on the money that you make. So be aware of that. But if you're making only a few $100s, they're really not going to be paying that much tax that it's actually going to matter to them. But if it gets to the point where you're beginning to sell a lot of items very quickly and making a lot of money, what you need to work out with your parents is you need to let them know, hey, mom, dad, we're making thousands of dollars via eBay. I know you're going to have to pay tax on that. Just let me know how much they're charging you in tax. That way I could just give you the money and square it away for you. That is the type of thing that your parents are very much going to appreciate, and that way they don't have to worry about it. But the easiest one to start with is eBay. You get your parents to make you an account, and that's really all you need to do. That's it. They just need to fill out their information. You sign up as a seller, and you can now sell on eBay. And now, you might be asking me, I'm kind of piecing it together, but what if I can't sign into eBay and I can't make an account on eBay? My parents won't let me. What do I do? So now you're going to be a little bit more limited as to what you can do, but you can open an account with Facebook Marketplace, or you can open an account with OfferUp or Mercari or Craigslist. If you're a little bit younger, I'd probably suggest staying away from the more sketchy ones, but OfferUp, Mercari, Craigslist, whatnot, all of these different websites, you can honestly just search up Facebook Marketplace alternatives onto your Google browser, and you're going to be able to find a bunch of alternatives that you can use instead of eBay, instead of Facebook Marketplace. But those are the best ones. Facebook is definitely one of the best ones to start with. You're going to set up your account on there. Now the easiest thing is you're just going to find all the products that you found in your room that were laying around on the ground that you weren't using, and you're going to set them up and make sure that you have your lighting on point. Make sure the product looks good. If it's something that was used, make sure you washed it and you've cleaned it and you've taken off any dog, pet hair, anything that was on it. Make it look good and presentable, and then put it in a place where the perceived value is higher, right? So you want them to be able to imagine having that themselves. For example, so if it's a piece of furniture, you want them to think about it and imagine as if it was in their own house, so the perceived value is higher, so you can sell it easy. Because the biggest thing with eBay and all of these other platforms is you're competing against everybody else with a listing. Therefore, your listing needs to be better than everyone else's. Now, you're gonna put your product down, you're gonna take your photos, and from there, it is very simple. You just list them on eBay and all of these platforms, and you just wait for the money to roll. It is really not that difficult. That is basically the business model. model. If you need to go through this one more time, go back to the beginning and break it down into those 3 steps. Find what I have, then take pictures of it, then list it. But before all of those things, those are the main steps if you want to take action, you want to make money right now. That's what you can do. But before that, you want to make sure that you have your channels, your sources of which are going to generate you money. That's going to be eBay, that's going to be OfferUp, that's going to be Facebook Marketplace, that's going to be Craigslist, that's going to be Mercari. All of those websites are set to go. You have accounts. If you want to sell faster, the more places you put your product, the faster you're going to sell. Also has to do with how many accounts you have on each website. Let's say I have Facebook Marketplace. You are not limited to 1 account. You can make multiple accounts. Make a second Google account. You can make 2 Google accounts per year. Make sure every year you're producing a second, third, a fourth. I have 10 Google accounts almost, 9 or 10. I'm going to make a couple more. You don't need too many, but it's always good to have a couple of Google accounts so that you can just have more accounts ready to go. And that way, if you have 2 accounts on Facebook Marketplace, 2 accounts on eBay, 2 accounts here, 2 accounts there, and you're posting on all of those, there's no way that you're not going to sell. Now, you've listed your item. I told you there's a way to use ChatGPT and to use AI to make this so seamless. And I'm going to let you know right now, you have made it to the end of the video, but this is the important point, and you're going to be able to use this and utilize this to make ChatGPT and AI do 99% of the work for you. Now, when you're listing your product, for your pictures are the #1 most important thing. You're going to take all of your pictures and you're just going to put them into ChatGPT and say, hey, make me a product photo, put this backdrop. I'll have a couple of prompts that you can use in the description of this video. If you comment the word prompt, I'll give you a couple of prompts that you can use into ChatGPT, into AI, to make your product photos flawless. Another thing that you can use is Photo Room. Photo Room will take your photo and transition it into a proper product photo. For example, if you have clothes, right? Let's say you have a clothing item. Let's say it's jeans. You have jeans laying on the ground. You take a picture of the jeans. What you can do is you can put that into Photo Room, and Photo Room is going to make it a ghost avatar. So for example, like it's being worn on somebody, but it's not, and it's just there, which is something you could never achieve with just your phone camera and just the floor. It's not going to happen. So you can utilize Photo Room, you can utilize ChatGPT, and that's going to help you optimize your photo. Then from there, when you list your item, you're going to need to put a title and you're going to need to put a description. After you've put in the photos, ChatGPT knows what your product is. All you need to say is, give me a title, give me a description, and give me a price estimate. It's going to tell you how much your product is about worth, depending on its use. It's going to give you a title, and it's going to give you an optimized description. If you need prompts for that, make sure you comment prompt. I'm going to give you the prompts for those. From there, all you can do is you can copy and paste them. You can tell ChatGPT to tweak certain things. You can add certain things via ChatGPT. You can add certain things yourself after ChatGPT has given it to you. All those things you can do. And that's how you can use AI. You can use AI to do 99% of the work for you. All you need to do is take fucking pictures of products. You just take pictures of shit you have sitting in your room, doing nothing, wasting space, and you can make money from them. So there's absolutely no excuse. I'm 14, I'm 15, I'm 16, I'm 17, whatever, guys. You can make money, and right now you can utilize the things that you have in your room, the things that you haven't used in a long time, and you can take those things and you can immediately make money from them. So after this video, you guys need to immediately fix your lives, immediately start making money today. Regardless, if you need any help and you need to contact me, make sure you hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on my TikTok, or you can join the Discord server, link in the bio, and let me know on there. If you guys have any other questions, I'm more than willing to help any of you guys out if you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Regardless of that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.